Mutua, you're dealing with this firsthand at the county level. Is this the time to have this conversation that ODM is now pushing?
I think it's very important for us as colleagues. It's very important for us as a country not to make the same mistake that they made in India. And you saw what happened in India, with so many people dead in the streets and full crisis in India. We cannot just reopen the economy just because we feel like things are tough. Things are tough. What we need is to have a criteria. And we tell Kenyans, if this and this and this is done, or these indicators go up to this level, then we open up to here. If they go beyond this level, they open. Then Kenyans will be monitoring. Tumefika wapi leo? Zile bar zimefunguliwa, watu wameanza kupata tena. Tufungeni bar, because tukiendelea hizi na rise, tutafunga tena. So Kenyans need to be given standards. Waambiwe A, B, C, D. Tuko D. Ikienda mbaya ifike C, tunafunga hapa. So for us to be able to open it, we need to have clear standards. The other thing is that also, I went to Nairobi Hospital. I had a patient, a relative, who had contracted COVID. And his insurance allowed him to be in Nairobi Hospital. They have a wing. And I met a doctor. And this doctor told me the cases they are seeing in that hospital and the people who are dying are people who are unvaccinated. If you're vaccinated, you get sick, you're out in 2-3 days. If you're vaccinated, chances are high you never end up in hospital. So we really have to vaccinate our people. And then we have to do like what Israel did. Vaccinate a certain percentage of people such that you know the society is okay. Then you open up. Because people want to make money, people want to have jobs, want to move. But we can't go the way of India. We can't start just doing things recklessly, and then before you know it, we're overwhelmed. When you're overwhelmed the other day, people are dying in corridors because they could not get oxygen. It's very bad watching your relative die, or you're there, you're dying, you can't get oxygen. Why? Because all the oxygen tanks are already being used by other patients with COVID. That is why these measures are put in place to ensure that we are not overwhelmed in whatever that we do. But it's very important, even as we pump money into the economy, to think about how we're reviving this economy. I mean, there's a big uproar about saying matatus can now carry full capacity. And is that good? Is that bad? To the matatu sector, they're feeling, yes, this is money, people are being paid, it's going around, but what is that doing for COVID? But then you ask yourself, I don't know that you've flown lately. You've flown lately? Yes. It's a contradiction, because when you go to get your flight booking pass, they really insist you keep 1.5 meters away. Some tu kwa counter, ukisongea kidogo naambiwa rudi nyuma. Una sanitize. Lakini ukiingia kwa ndege hata mjuani ni nani, mko hapa kwa hapa, hapa kwa hapa, mko tu hapa kwa hapa. You know what I mean? So we also have to look at these contradictions that we have in our life and say, if they are sitting that close in planes, it means that people in planes don't have COVID. Only people in matatus have COVID. But you see, it also comes down with other measures, because even as you get into the plane, you sanitize. You have to wear a mask. You cannot remove a mask throughout, a proper mask. And all these things. So it's a process that we need to be able to go to. But lastly is that to grow this economy and to make it easier, we have to now start being smart. We've been using the traditional ways of growing the economy. We're saying, let's open 24 hours, let's do this. Why can't we look at other avenues of doing things differently, so that we can grow the economy by spurring the, we look at what is happening in ICT, we look at what's happening, how can we create more jobs. So let's live within COVID measures and make sure that we benefit, but we think smartly. That's why I've always called for a conversation. I've always said that this country needs a conversation of all stakeholders to discuss about the economy. We say we have COVID, this is a condition, we have lockdowns. How do we develop this economy? And people will say, remove this bureaucracy from the central bank. Remove this bureaucracy of registration of companies. Remove this bureaucracy of at customs in Mombasa. Remove this bureaucracy, things will flow faster. Remove these roadblocks. Do these things. Money will travel, and people will feel better within the COVID environment.